Do not search for the terms discussed in this video on Yandex or elsewhere, as you could be committing a crime. The findings have been reported to authorities, and the research supervised by legal counsel. No illegal imagery is shown. Do not contact or harass anyone mentioned. After thinking for a while on how to best disseminate the information I've received, I've settled on dropping this particular discovery in its own shorter video.
The problem now is that people now know that I am interested in lost glove photos.
And the rest of the leads and new testimonies will be in part 3.
And then they made each little boy in turn come up and stab him.
I'm doing this because I consider this finding a bit more time sensitive, and I've already received veiled threats and attempts to hack my social media. I knew I might receive some trolls when giving out an email and asking for information, which on one hand has proven remarkably useful. But I wasn't prepared for how sophisticated some of these phishing attempts would be. While some are, of course, benign spam attempts that we all get, others seem designed solely to intimidate, like trying to reset my Twitter password, or calling my phone but not saying anything. Among the threats I've received was this one. Quote, "You have no idea what you are getting into here, or what kind of danger you are in. Think enemy of the state meets arrival. Stay far away from," and then it shows my location. Let's assume for a second that this person's not a troll, and they really do know something I don't. Well then, what is it exactly that I'm getting into here? What is it that I'm in danger of?
On looking into it, it appeared that this girl was one of many.
A former Scotland Yard detective, John Wedger, was part of a small team investigating sex abuse allegations in London.
We had dozens of young kids aging from 9 to 14 years old.
But when Officer Wedger, quote, dug too deep, he was given a similar warning.
I was brought before someone who is now a very, very high-ranked officer in the UK indeed. And he said, "You will be thrown to the wolves. You have no idea who and what you are dealing with." He said, "I'm warning you now, you must back away."
Although it can be disconcerting, and at times I do wonder if what I'm doing here is even worth it. As of now, I have no intention of stopping. Now, the new information you're about to see ostensibly involves Tom Hanks.
First of all, it looks like an ad for Chevy.
Whether or not Hanks is aware of any of this remains to be seen. Nonetheless, some of the images he's posted to his social media are not only relevant to the findings, it's how they were discovered. The person who provided this tip wishes to remain anonymous under the alias Veritas Fatior. But why Tom Hanks? An actor I've loved since I was a kid. A man whose films are consistently inspirational, influential, and iconic. This is true. But it's also true that recently, a new range of theories have begun to emerge, showing a different side to the Hollywood actor. Many of the claims are unfounded and nonsensical. I'm not saying they're all bullshit, but as I did with part 1, no theories will be given, just information and context. So one reason some have recently changed their perspective of Hanks surrounds the testimony of a former Hollywood actor, Isaac Cappy.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about Tom Hanks either, who is also a pedophile. Tom Hanks, folks, is a pedophile. I'm sorry if this is the kind of bursting your bubble, all this information is new.
Isaac claimed that within Hollywood, a high society is involved in child trafficking.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. Tom fucking Hanks, guys. Pedophile. Called out, no response.
Information he claimed was privy to because of his time spent among Hollywood's gentility.
I'm in their source code. These people are being taken up north to San Francisco, some sort of R&D project for a new Terminator.
And this, make no mistake, this is a cult. There is a widespread cult that is worldwide. And by the way, the proof is in the fucking pudding. If I'm lying, sue me. Sue me. Great. Let's go to court. Let's have discovery.
As Cappy's following grew, he took measures to ensure his safety, one of which he alleged included a, quote, dead man's switch.
What does that do? It means they can't kill me, which is good because I like to stay alive. A dead man's switch is basically it's like if you die, then like stuff happens, okay? Like information goes out. They can try to kill me. You know, good luck with that.
Many expected Cappy to continue expanding upon his testimony. Instead, he uploaded one of his final videos.
My anger at these people, my anger consumed me. Did I lie about Seth Green? No, Seth Green's a pedophile. Am I afraid of something? Well, I should be, because bad things are coming my way.
3 days later, Cappy was found dead in what local authorities assert was a suicide. It's worth noting that Cappy was asked here if he currently felt suicidal.
I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal.
Purportedly, Cappy jumped from that bridge and was hit by a truck. Soon after, a controversial video began making its rounds on the internet.
You promised you wouldn't hurt my mom and dad if I came back, right?
Right. I won't hurt you either.
A woman named Sarah Ruth Ashcraft accused Tom Hanks of purchasing her from her father for sex. She claims to have been abused most of her childhood.
I depersonalize a lot of this because it's really ugly, tough stuff. I'm glad something's being done about it now. Because nobody should have to look back on their childhood memories and realize that the things that they thought were just meaningless and innocent were anything but that. Nobody should have to discover these things about their own life.
I noticed you have this obsession on Instagram with lost gloves.
Well, it's lost objects, but it started with lost gloves. And first of all, there's a story behind them all. What happened? What happened to its mate? How did this glove get lost? Is someone going to keep the other glove at home on the off chance that they're going to pair it up? It's a little bit of, Romeo and Juliet kind of quality to it.
You're saying there's a little bit of a hint of sadness to these. It's like it's telling you a tale, but you don't know what the tale is.
They're all bittersweet city adventures.
Let's take a look at some of these. I want to put this up. This is one you took, and
yeah. Now
tell me what's going on here. Why is this so evocative to you?
Well, first of all, I don't touch them. I just see them and I photograph them. So I have never.
You don't want your DNA on those.
Well, it could be a crime scene. And let's not give the cops a break.
Notice that in this image, we see another glove. But this time, we also see letters. Look closely and spell them out for yourself. What does the top row spell? S-R-C. What does the bottom row spell? Here's what happens when you run a search for SRC USA on DuckDuckGo. It shows nothing out of the ordinary. The same goes for the Images tab. And the same also goes for Google. In the trailer update video I uploaded prior, I provided tips for independent researchers to use. Among those was to utilize multiple search engines, including the Russian search engine Yandex. It's important to understand that just like Google or Bing, Yandex does not show child pornography and is not to be confused with a dark web search engine, many of which lead to an array of CP, no matter what you type in. In Part 3, we'll attempt to expose an apparent distributor who operates within these networks. Back to Yandex. To further emphasize how similar Yandex is to Google, here are some control searches. When typing kids, the images are as they should be. The same goes for any other mixture of SRC. So if we search RCS, RCS USA, and some others, all of them are fine. But what happens if we type in SRC USA? In Part 1, I showed how the term BH Kids was almost certainly a pedophile code, as it revealed indecent images of children on Google, some of which cryptically, but there are some who claimed I was making a mistake, pointing to the German use of BH, which means bra. This definitely helps to explain why, quote, bra was found next to many of the images, but it does not explain the BH Kids logo on the Vietnamese YouTube channel, where I found the term in the first place. Furthermore, one of the most suggested images BH Kids pulled up was of this young girl, who I've chosen to pixelate, given that the image has already been printed onto a foreign newspaper. Now, if Google's suggestion of this image only had to do with the German word for bra typed next to kids, and not potentially indicative of a larger operation, then how do you explain this?
Yesterday doing a shoot with the Pizza Slime blog. Is that fun for you?
The term SRC, which is typically short for source or search, appears to act, in this case, as a kind of algorithmic glue for online predators on Yandex. These images are then collected and shared on Yandex profiles. Disturbing amounts of illegal child exploitation imagery are currently being cataloged and shared by predators on Russia's Yandex search engine. Terms like SRC USA, SRC Kids, SRC Boys all surfaced images of children in varying degrees of dress, many with sexually explicit tags and comments. The Yandex child pornography problem exemplifies the failure of big tech to effectively resolve an issue which could easily be fixed by blocking or cleaning up those queries. It's entirely possible that Tom Hanks has no connection to the term, but it would have been misleading, even dishonest, if I didn't include that this image was how the apparent code was discovered. Additionally, because it included Tom Hanks, leaving out the testimonies of Isaac and Sarah would have also left out information we felt was pertinent. And it's up to you to decide the authenticity of their claims. But what I find most bizarre is that apparently, in general, Yandex knows this is a problem. Whether or not they're aware of the specifics in this documentary remains to be seen. But it does appear they're knowledgeable of their engine's failure to eliminate images showing child sexual abuse. Which begs the question, why aren't they fixing it?